people see Shamus in a wheelchair, power wheelchair, posture askew, and movement patterns maybe a little different. And they start to make assumptions about who he is and what he can do and what he can't do.
Not my intelligence.
Right, so they make these assumptions, and if we could overcome that kind of stigma.
If you think about, there's obviously a bond that you guys have, there's this sort of, I imagine, some physical and mental benefits that you both derive from running. But you don't have to come all the way to Tokyo to do that. So what's the motivation to push yourselves out of your comfort zone, putting yourself in a situation which is complicated? Why bother?
Since the boys were small, we've always traveled. We've always wanted them to experience the world, both of them, Shamus and son. And the fact that Shamus uses a wheelchair, we don't want to be a limiting factor.
Running is such a universal thing, right? It's done everywhere, but it's going to be different everywhere that you go. So to be able to compare from America to Japan and experience both, that's really cool.
You just mentioned expanding horizons. Can you talk a little bit about how what you guys do together expands other people's horizons by the example that you're showing?
I mean, I think that's exactly why we do what we do, to show people, to show the world that just because individuals in Shamus's situation that use a wheelchair to navigate the world, or whatever the disability may be, don't have to be shunned away or hidden away or left on the sidelines, or whatever term you want to use there, that he could be part of this running community, this greater, broader, global running community, just like anybody else, though it may look a little different. I think if we can represent that, that's enormous. Inclusivity and awareness of what it means to have a disability and what that really entails.
So specifically for you, Shamus, really curious to hear what you think about your dad.
It's hard to put into words, you know, like he's always supported me, anything that I wanted to do. He said, we're gonna find a way to make it happen. I've been introduced to skiing, sailing, horseback riding, and he's always been there supporting me. It's an amazing person. I'm lucky to have him as my dad.
Yeah, I think few people would disagree with that. It's fascinating hearing you talk about the importance of travel and experiences, the things that you guys do together. So with this first fairly significant overseas trip, has this kind of ignited a wanderlust? What would be future things that you'd love to do together from a running point of view?
It's definitely made me want to travel more. I think hitting all the majors is definitely something that I would like to do.
And I think the showcase of the world majors is a great stage for us to demonstrate what we do. But this trip to Tokyo makes me really see what can be possible. I mean, it was a labor of love on their part of ASICS and all the team members that have pulled together to put the pieces in place to really make it a seamless transition as we arrived here. Now being able to travel with the chair and things like that, again, we know that it's possible. So I hope that there is much more travel on the horizon. Maybe Mom can join us next time.
I think for familial harmony, she might need to come on the next trip.
Yeah.
Is there something I haven't asked you about that I should be asking you about that I don't understand about your situation? You know, sort of a message that you ideally want to get across that I'm just not thinking about.
You know, I think just from a disability awareness standpoint, we're in 65 to 70 different communities across America in 35 different states with Ainsley's Angels, and inclusion is really what Ainsley's Angels is all about. Just like everybody else, he's got his challenges, but he's also got big dreams. He's got feelings. He's got, you know, aspirations of things he wants to accomplish and do. And if we could start to get over some of that negative stigma or stereotype or whatever that's associated with people with disabilities, that would be fantastic.
So, day before the race, how are you both feeling about the challenge that you've got coming up tomorrow?
I'm really excited for it. I know that that's going to be different, but I think it'll be a great experience.
I think the welcome that we've got here, you know, from the Tokyo Marathon Foundation and obviously all of ASICS, we feel at home. We feel like we're really truly a part of it. It has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. You know, Shamus hasn't stopped smiling, which is always a good sign for me. I know that that's my goal every day, is make sure that that smile can continue to lead the way.
I might not be able to use my legs, but I still have a really sharp mind, and I use that in my advocacy. Sound mind, sound body isn't 50-50. What you're lacking in one, you make up for in the other.